Oh, Hillary, you big loser. It's true, she lost. That's a fact. But it is true, we at Fox News do love some Hillary because she's in the news, even though she lost. And it's because she lost that we're now finding out more about her campaign's dirty tricks. This is a side benefit of Trump's win. The renewed reporting keeps turning over rocks where we keep finding Hillary and her cronies. And who's turning over those rocks? It's The Hill newspaper, The Washington Post, and yes, even Mother Jones. That's not Fox and Friends. And it's news that the lurid dossier was paid for by the Clinton machine, collusive offspring birthed by Democrats and Russians, then obscured by layers of outright lies.
That was good.
The real issue is that this dossier was a big part of the justification for Mueller's probe. So they paid for a shady dossier, got an independent counsel out of it, and now they're getting indictments from that independent counsel that are unrelated to the dossier. At this point, they paid to get Manafort indicted for stuff that's unrelated to the election. Hilarious. Would we have known that had Hillary won? Doubt it. But let's not forget that the person spending the most time on Hillary is Hillary. Her blame everyone but me tour keeps going. She's the Energizer bunny in a pantsuit. If she was like that before the election, maybe she would have had that slightly closer residence she had been wishing for now. Well, you know, Dana, I went over the list of people that have been invested. It's not Fox News. We don't run Mother Jones, although sometimes I'd like to.
Well, you know, if they have a good story, you might do it. I do think that, so like on the left, any development in this Russian investigation has been called the smoking gun that proves that Donald Trump had definitely colluded with the Russians. But the opposite is true.
Right.
When anything there's brought up about Hillary, the right says this is absolutely proof that she was dirty and she was the one. So I think that's why if they can keep the integrity of the investigation, then that would be the best thing for America, just to get it done, let the chips fall where they may, the facts are what they are, and then we can just move on with our lives.
You know, Juan, she's making fun of us about talking about her, but she's everywhere. She's as visible as Trump is on that book tour. I turn on the TV, she's staring at me. Sometimes the TV's not even on.
But I think that the right just, they make her, like, bigger than life.
Look at how big she is back
there.
there.
You know, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me because it's striking. Nancy Pelosi used to be like, you know, the whipping boy, and now it's Hillary Clinton. But, you know, the reality is that even before the dossier, Greg, we knew that Russia and the government, the United States government, was investigating Russian interference in the election. But, you know, when Hillary Clinton complains and then I turn on and I see people saying, oh, lock up Hillary, I think, well, maybe she has a point.
Oh, you know, Hillary attacks Fox, and look at how giant it's like Godzilla. So I don't know.
You know,
like
Jesse, I got to say.
But she's putting herself out there in the news all the time.
By the way, I'll admit it. I enjoy doing segments on her because it's comic relief.
You seem more cheerful, actually.
I am. I'm very happy. She makes me happy.
Yeah.
She's the other woman in my life.
You kind of can't tell. It's like, is she president? Because she's in the news every single day.
But
and every
don't you
time
think
I look,
Donald Trump
and doing something.
Donald Trump loves to
He's
talk about her.
minding his own business, just
Last
tweeting.
week, all he did was talk about her because he was throwing up smoke in anticipation of Monday's indictment.
I know, but that's what you think. But she's talking about him. He's talking about her. It's back and forth. It's norms of reciprocity. They're just sharing back and forth with one another.
Jesse, I want to play this. This is a sound on tape. That's what we call it in television.
Okay.
It's Kellyanne Conway on a show on the morning on Fox called Fox and Friends. You might have heard of it. Does okay in the ratings. Talking about HRC.
Look, we would be happy to stop talking about Hillary Clinton in the campaign. We dispensed with her a year ago, but she just won't go away. People are covering her book like it's not fiction, and they keep talking about what happened a year ago in these campaigns.
Jesse?
I mean, Hillary's like the boxer that won't leave the ring when the fight's over, and she's still out there throwing punches. Of course we're going to cover that. And Hillary making an impeachment joke, a little bit on thin ice there, Hillary. Last president that was impeached was your husband. In a certain way, I think she likes that Fox covers her the way we do because it makes her feel relevant. Without Fox doing it, there'd be no buzz with Hillary.
Gives her something to talk about.
I know, but you know when Hillary points her finger at Fox, you know she's guilty, and that's a signal to her friends in the media to look the other way and cover the treatment of her on Fox as partisan and not serious.
All right. On that note...